This is Ag Matters PM from the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network, brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association. Your daily recap of the information that affects Iowa's farmers, producers, and consumers, right here in the heart of the heartland. With reports from our award-winning broadcast team of Dustin Hoffman, Riley Smith, and Mark Magnuson. Now, from the IARN studios in Des Moines, here's Riley Smith.
Good day and welcome to Ag Matters PM on the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network. I'm Riley Smith. Today is Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. We're so glad you could join us for today's show. In today's episode, I talked with Scott Gilray of Midwest Dairy about their partnership with the Kwik Trip and Kwik Star stores across the Midwest to release some pumpkin spice flavored milk, as well as the promotional effort behind that. We also have a check of that ag weather outlook, but first, let's run down the markets.
It's time now for the Ag Matters PM Closing Market Summary, your source for market analysis and settlement prices from the day's trade in Chicago, courtesy of the folks at agmarket.net.
Well, we're at the end of another trading day in the ag marketplace, talking with Kaden Sweeney of agmarket.net. First off, Kaden, what do we see in the grain markets today?
Yeah, from the corn side of things, continuing to see that market shake off and shake lower. We're actually getting pretty close to the harvest lows that we currently have in from back in September. And that low is 467 3/4. Low today about 470. So we're getting really close to that. Hopefully we'll see some support come back in there, the corn market. Beans, on the other hand, having a much better day, up 13-14 cents today on the January contract. So we like to see that. We just got to get this corn market turned around too.
And of course, those export sales numbers came out today as well. How are they playing into the grain markets today?
Yeah, corn and beans, export sales both within trade expectations, but somewhat on the lower end. I'd call them good, not great. Corn about 750,000 metric tons, and beans a little bit better than that as well. So, like I said, both within range, not quite really where you want to see them, especially this time of year. We'd like to see them quite a bit stronger, and we're lower than last week. But I think the way you're seeing the market play out today is similar to how demand numbers look for these particular crops. Corn down, has much poor demand. Beans higher, they've had a lot better demand domestically. So I think you're kind of seeing that play out today as well.
And then something that's been really strong in the marketplace recently is that soybean meal. However, those export sales didn't really reflect that. We didn't see as much as we would potentially have liked to see from that, especially with the news that Brazil is going to be running out of soybean meal at some point, or running out of soybeans to crush for soybean meal. So, what do we think was going on there? And do you think there's still hope to maybe find some more export sales coming out from that in future reports?
I do think there's still hope. Yeah. Front month meal today down about $3 a ton on the heels of that, of sales this morning. I do think there's still a story there to play out. I think it might be a little bit of a more longer term one. Longer term, I mean, another month or two, kind of see how December plays out. But as has been talked about quite a bit, Argentina has been fairly dry. Maybe some relief coming in there here this week, but they've been fairly dry, and they're the big exporter of meal, and they are also really short of beans to crush. And basically, that's why we were so hopeful of our exports picking up. So, that weather story, I think, is something to monitor, and I think you're going to continue to see the meal market at least remain supported here in America. And I kind of, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some more upside there. Like I said, it may take getting towards the end of the year to see that fully come to fruition.
And then on the other side of the marketplace, in the livestock complex, what news did we see pushing that marketplace today?
Yeah, well, like you said, the market, livestock across the board up higher. Fat cattle up $1, feeders up $4, hogs up $3. It's really nice to see this week after last week's bloodbath. In my opinion, live cattle rebounded the fastest towards the end of last week. Feeders were a bit behind them. You're kind of seeing feeders catch up back on that today. Technically, that 200-day moving average held in the feeders, and now we're seeing good, strong buying. Same thing in the hog market. Kind of consolidated and got a good, strong buying today. Breakout day, we like to see that continue to hold.
And then, with recent cattle on feed reports, we have pretty high head numbers recently. Analysts are saying that impact could last, pretty significantly into 2024 and beyond. Do we see maybe some of that impact coming in quite yet, or what do we think is going to happen there?
Yeah, my opinion, and talking to guys, kind of in the industry, that cattle on feed report was obviously a shocker to the market. But I kind of, talking to people in the industry, I think they're still fairly supportive cattle in the longer term. Supply is still quite a bit lower, even though with that poor report, supply quite a bit lower still from last year. So I think fundamentally that cattle market, you can still remain fairly bullish on it. Maybe not quite as bullish as we were before that report, and we're certainly at elevated levels there. But I don't think this is a market where the report came out and all the fun's over and we're just going to crash. I think this is one that'll remain fairly supported going forward.
All right, Kaden, lots of great information today. For those of our listeners and our viewers who'd like to get in touch with folks at agmarket.net, how can they do that?
Yeah, just go to our website, agmarket.net, and we can kind of get working on our post-harvest marketing plan. The corn bean ratio right now is getting up 2.8 or higher, which is pretty high, really. So we'd love to talk about how we can handle that and trade that going forward, both for this year and for next year's crop.
Great talking with you as always, Kaden, and we look forward to getting more great market analysis from you soon.
Yeah, appreciate it, Riley. Have a good one.
That again was Kaden Sweeney of agmarket.net. We'll go ahead and take a look at how those numbers close. That's courtesy of the folks at Bar Chart. At the close, December corn down 5 even at 470 even. November soybeans up 12 3/4 at 1304 even. January soybean meal down 190 at 417.20. Soybean oil up 64 cents at 50.03. Chicago wheat up 3 3/4 at 565 1/2. Minneapolis spring wheat up 1 3/4 at 710 3/4. Kansas City hard red wheat up 1 1/2 at 641 1/2. December oats down 3 even at 376 1/2. On the Merc, December live cattle up 105 at 184.67. November feeders up 405 at 242.62. December lean hogs up 312 at 73.27. Pork cutout up 147 at 81.22. November Class 3 milk up 19 cents at 17.43. And that's been a check of the markets here on Ag Matters PM. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break to hear from our sponsor, the Iowa Soybean Association and the Soy Checkoff. When we come back, I talk with Scott Gilray of Midwest Dairy about some pumpkin spice milk. This is Ag Matters PM.
Iowa Soybean Association is driven to deliver for Iowa's 40,000 soybean farmers. We're proud to provide objective agronomic research, a helping hand with soil and water stewardship, and timely industry news powered by the Soybean Checkoff. Learn more at iasoybeans.com.
Welcome back to Ag Matters PM from the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network. I'm Riley Smith. Well, one of the best ways to promote the products in the dairy industry is to create new and delicious flavors of milk for people to buy. And that's exactly what Midwest Dairy and Kwik Trip and Kwik Star stores have partnered together to do. I talked with Scott Gilray of Midwest Dairy about their promotional effort with those stores to produce pumpkin spice flavored milk, as well as a few other flavors that they've been experimenting throughout the year, and how that ties into their general promotional efforts. Well, we are here with Scott Gilray. He is the Vice President of Business Unit North with Midwest Dairy. Scott, great to talk with you today. You guys have an awesome promotion going on right now with Kwik Trip and Kwik Star stores for some pumpkin spice flavored milk. First off, just tell us a little bit about this promotion and how it came to be.
Oh, great. Well, first, thanks, Riley. I appreciate you having us. Kwik Trip, we've been working with them for the last couple of years. Great partnership. And so what we try to do is we wanted to find a way to help them promote innovation in the dairy category. And so as they started talking about coming out with these limited time offer milks in 2023, we thought, hey, let us come in, help you promote them, promote the sales, the goodness and everything that goes with it, and help boost the sales. So it all started out kind of with a conversation of how can we help you drive incremental dairy sales, and especially in those areas of innovation.
Right, and this is through their brand, Nature's Choice. So through Kwik Trip and Kwik Star stores, you mentioned before we got started talking here that that's a big boon for Midwest dairy producers there, Upper Midwest dairy producers, as they're the ones who are providing the milk to their production facility, right?
Correct. Yeah, so Kwik Trip, Kwik Star, as it's known in Iowa, they make their own milk, and it's all done out of the La Crosse, Wisconsin area. So all of their milk comes from a 100-mile radius of La Crosse. So predominantly coming from Minnesota and Iowa dairy farmers. So they do a great job. And of course, having their own production facilities allows them the flexibility to do some of these limited time offerings and different things that they're able to do.
And then on the Midwest Dairy side of things, how does this fit in with your guys' other promotion efforts? Because you really do have a wide variety of promotional efforts that it can be seen on social media, online, and everything. How does this fit in there with that general plan?
It fits in perfect from the standpoint of this is a group that understands the value of dairy and they want to promote it. So as we go in and we want to talk to them about coming up with new innovation, getting more people to try the category and try different flavors and different styles within the category, and then using our promotional dollars to help make those promotions even bigger. Part of our dollars went to, they had in-store videos, and they're absolutely wonderful. They talk about local dairy farming and the value of dairy, and then goes right into the ad for the different flavors that we've had. And then of course in store they've got lots and lots of signage up telling consumers to give these limited time offer flavors a try. And got to tell you, they are fantastic. My family and I love them. So we look forward to whenever they come out. They come out about every couple 3 months. They come out with a different flavor. They'll have 5 total in 2023.
Right, and how has that promotion effort been so far? You mentioned they've had 5 total. It's been going on for a little bit. Talk about some of the other flavors you guys have had, because they've also been very interesting, and just how this promotional effort has gone so far.
Yep. They started the year with mint milk, which was fantastic. If you think about a local, it really tastes almost like during the St. Patrick's Day, there was a shake that's famous out there. It tasted very similar to that, in my opinion. They then came out a couple months later with a dreamsicle flavor, did very, very well. Over the summertime, they came out with a root beer flavor, which was very interesting, very popular with people, very refreshing. And right now, obviously getting into the holidays, they've got their pumpkin spice. And as we know, everything pumpkin in November always does very well. They do have a 5th flavor coming out that probably will be out the latter part of November, early December. And I'd love to give you a little peek under the table as to what that flavor is, but I'm not allowed to at this point. But look for that in probably early December.
Obviously, something very exciting for our listeners and viewers to think of when it comes to that promotional effort. And promotion is so important for the dairy industry in particular, because it tends to be the target of a lot of efforts, maybe criticism of the ag industry. A lot of that will get directed at the dairy industry. So very important to kind of sit there and show the products, some of the more unique products that can come from those dairy producers, right?
Correct. And they talk about in their advertising about that the freshness of dairy. It's 48 hours usually from farm to table. They understand dairy farmer, they understand farming, and they understand the challenges that go with it, but they also understand the sustainability efforts that are going on within the dairy industry, but especially the nutritional qualities of milk and dairy products that come in. So whether it's their pizzas that have the real cheese insignia, or if it's these limited time offer milks or those types of things, they are big supporters of the dairy community and the dairy efforts.
And then beyond this, 5-product promotion here, what other efforts do you have that are coming up, and how long will this pumpkin spice promotion last?
This should go through, and it's kind of a supply base, so usually it'll go through the end of November. There may be another week or so. Either way, just depending on how supply is. They've got to buy all the product and raw materials ahead of time, and then they'll go into one final one for the remainder of the year, one final flavor, which will run through probably early January. I know we're already in negotiations or discussions with them about what's the next thing for 2024. They because they own their own plants, they can do some pretty unique flavors, and then would that be another opportunity for us to come in and help promote them and get more information out to consumers. So all of that stuff is in process as we speak, as we look forward to 2024.
Lots of great information today, Scott. For those of our listeners and viewers who would like to get in touch and learn more from Midwest Dairy, whether it's to check out this promotion effort or just find out more about Midwest Dairy production in general, where can they go for that information?
They can go to midwestdairy.com, and you've got all the information there. And also, if you want to contact us, there's information there to do so as well.
All right, Scott, thanks for taking the time to visit with us today. Good luck with the rest of this promotional effort, and just have. I don't know where I was going with that, Dustin. So I'm gonna cut. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this again and start over there. Yep. Scott, thanks for taking the time to visit with us today. Good luck with the rest of the promotional effort, and I'm looking forward to trying some of that pumpkin spice milk too.
Riley, hey, thank you for having me on. And I tell you what, you will be surprised. The flavors that they've come out with are phenomenal. And I would expect that they're going to be doing that again in 2024. So stop in at your local Kwik Trip or Kwik Star and give it a try. I think you'll enjoy it.
That again was Scott Gilray of Midwest Dairy. Let's go ahead and take a look at that ag weather outlook. Well, the weather was not so kind to us recently. It's been very cold and even a bit of snow on the ground. But into today, you would be a little bit surprised to hear that we are approaching the 50s again, and tomorrow could even see temperatures up into the 60-degree range. So I guess we are getting a little bit more fall before it finally transitions to winter. So let's see what the National Weather Service has in store for the next 24 hours. As you can see from the National Weather Service, today we have variably sunny skies as temperatures start to warm up, those highs ranging from the low to upper 50s. Tonight, clouds will increase overnight, with those lows ranging from the mid-30s to about 40. And tomorrow will be mostly cloudy and even warmer still as those temperatures rise to the mid-50s through the low 60s. And taking a look at the affiliate weather map for tomorrow, Cherokee will be mostly sunny with a high of 55. Shenandoah, partly cloudy, high of 63. Des Moines, partly cloudy with a high of 60. Waterloo, mostly sunny, high of 57. Albia, partly sunny, high of 60. And Clinton will see mostly sunny skies with a high of 58. You can find a more detailed forecast in your part of the state by checking with your local Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network affiliate. If you're not sure who your local affiliate is, head on over to the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network website at iowaagnet.com. Check out our affiliate page to see all of the information on where your local IARN affiliate is. You can also find all of our daily content on there, our 5 daily ag news stories. Sign up for our newsletter as well to get those stories delivered to you every day. Find us on social media at Facebook, X, LinkedIn, and TikTok, and follow our video content on YouTube. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to see when our newest episodes of AMPM go live. Don't forget as well our free Twice Daily Market podcast on Apple, Amazon, Google, Spotify, and Podbean. From the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network studios in Des Moines, I'm Riley Smith. On behalf of Mark Magnuson, Dustin Huffman, and Andy Peterson, we thank you for watching. This has been Ag Matters PM.